Hello everyone, welcome to Masterminds. This is the second part of the chapter 3 from Class 6 History in the Earliest Cities. We have already covered the part 1. If you didn't watch the part 1, please go and watch. In the part 1, we have discussed about the story of Harappa, characteristics of cities in the Harappa, then life of the Harappa, then new crafts in the Harappa, then how raw materials are brought into the Harappan cities, and also about the characteristics of Great Bath. Here we are looking into the food for the people in the cities. We know that many people lived in the cities and others lived in the countryside. And the people living in the countryside, they grew crops and reared animals, and those people are farmers and herders. Farmers and herders, they lived in the countryside. They grow crops and reared animals. Then farmers supplied food to craftspersons, scribes, and the rulers in the cities. People in that time are engaged in many occupations, including farmers, herders, craftspersons, scribes, and rulers. These farmers and herders, they grow crops and rear animals, and the food are supplied to craftspersons, scribes, and rulers in the cities. They also reared cattle, sheep, goat, and buffalo. Then some crop remains found in the Harappan cities are wheat, barley. In Harappa, some crop remains found in Harappa are wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed, and mustard. Then there is an evidence of new tool, plough. Plough is used to dig the earth for turning the soil and planting seeds. Usually the original plough is made of wood. Since it is made of wood, it is not survived for a long time. But toy models also have been found there. Then some form of irrigation may have been used in this area because it is not an area of heavy rainfall. So some sort of irrigation methods are also used. And the water was stored and supplied to the fields when the plants were growing. Then people started settling in the area where water and pasture grounds are available. That is, availability of water and pastures around settlements are found. Then we can look at closer look at Harappan towns in Gujarat. First one is city of Dholavira. Dholavira is located on Kadir Bed in the Rann of Kutch. It is an area where fresh water and fertile soil is available. And the Dholavira city is divided into three parts. Usually the Harappan cities are divided into two parts. First part is Citadel and the other part is Lowerton. We have discussed this in the first part 1 of this chapter. Kindly go and watch it, okay? But the exception of Dholavira is the city is divided into three parts. And each part was surrounded with massive stone walls with entrance through gateways. The three part of the city is surrounded with massive stone walls, and the entrance is through the gateways. Then city of Dholavira also contains large open areas, and these large open areas are used for public ceremonies. Then letters of Harappan script found in the city of Dholavira have unique characteristics because these Harappan script are much large letters. Usually the Harappan scripts are found on a small object such as seals, but the Harappan script found in Dholavira is carried out of white stone and perhaps inlaid in wood, and they are in a large letters. Next we can look at the city of Lodhal. Lodhal is stood beside a tributary of the Sabarmati in Gujarat, and it is close to the Gulf of Kambat. And it is situated near areas where raw materials such as semi-precious stones are easily available. Since it is located on an area where the semi-precious stones are easily available, it is an important center for making objects out of stone, shell, and metal. And there were also a storehouse in the city, and in this storehouse seals and ceilings were found. What is sealings? It is the impression of seals on a clay. If the seals are impressed on a clay, then it is called sealings. Then dockyard. Dockyard means it is a huge tank where boats and ships came in from the sea and through the river channel, and from this dockyard goods were properly loaded and unloaded. And this dockyard is found in the Lother. It is an artificial dockyard. This is a huge tank and it is used for loading and unloading goods that is coming from the sea through ships. Coming from the sea or any river channel through boats or ships. The goods are loaded or unloaded from this dockyard. Then there is also an evidence of workshop which is used for making beads. Archaeologists reached into the point of workshop for making beads by evidences such as there is a piece of stone, then tools for bead making, then there occurs half-made and finished beads also. Next we can look at seals and sealings. What is seals? Seals, they are used to stamp bags or packets containing goods that were sent from one place to another. Then sealings means, we already told, that is, it is the impression of the seal on clay is known as sealing, and it is sealings are made on goods that are passing into distant places. And if the sealing was intact, that is, if the sealing was not affected, one could be sure that the goods had arrived safely. Next we can look at the misery at the end. How the Harappan cities comes to an end, or how the Harappan life comes to an end. Many believes that there are different reasons, there are different probable reasons, but there occurs a major changes around 3900 years ago. That is, people stopped living in cities. Then there is no longer use of writing, seals and weights. Then raw materials brought from long distance become rare. We have already discussed that raw materials are coming from distant places, from Oman, Iran, Afghanistan, etc. Such things started become rare. Then in Mohenjo-daro, we already discussed in Mohenjo-daro there is great bath and a highly integrated and planned drainage system. And at the end there occurs a breakdown of garbage piled upon streets and the breakdown of drainage system and construction of less impressive houses. Then the probable reasons are, it might be drying up of rivers, or it might be due to deforestation. Deforestation is done to meet the requirement of fuels, and the fuel is used for baking bricks or for smelting copper ores. And the deforestation also can occur due to cattle grazing. Over cattle grazing may have destroyed green cover. Then floods in some cities. Archaeologists believe that Mohenjo-daro may flooded many times. Then sometimes rulers may have lost control. Then Sindh and West, these are the effects. Sindh and West Punjab were abandoned. Then people moved to east and south as newer, smaller settlements. With this, we are done with the session. Hope you can understood this session. Thanks for watching.